One moment, please. Hey Lizzie and Boomer, can you message me on my YouTube live stream right now, please? Just send a little message. Can you come and say hi to me on my live stream in the comments? Sketchy business. That's cool, man. I'm glad. Thanks. Very good. How you doing? Very good. Awesome. I'm glad you liked my Pokemon video. Thanks for the Pokemon cards. Yeah. It's okay. I can still see your comments. That's cool. Um, is it the remake version that came out a few years ago, or is it the original one from 2005? Because there's two different kinds. There's like the remake reboot version that came out like in 2018, 2019, or 2020 or something like that. I wanted to play the remake version, and I also wanted to play those other two that came out in 2008. One of them was called Big Willie Unleashed, and the other one was called Path of the Furon. Because I remember I already played the first two games. Yeah, but I don't really want to play the original Xbox version. I wanted to play the PlayStation 3, the Xbox 360, and the Xbox One version. I don't want to play the original because I'm way past the originals. I want to do something new. Go check to see if there's like that remake version or the third or fourth game, like the third and the fourth one. Gosh. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. All right. I remember when the Big Willie Unleashed one only came out for PlayStation 3 and the Wii. It didn't come out for Xbox. It's number 3. It's the one that came out back in 2008. Because the first two games, the first one came out in 2005, and then the second one came out in 2006, and then the third one came out in 2008, and then the fourth one also came out in 2008, but like later in the year, like around October, November 2008. I'm gonna go on Google Images and I'm gonna send you the images of what the game's cases look like. The case, I'll show you a picture of it, and I'll send it to you on your phone. I'll send it to you. You might not have it though, so I have to like show you the picture, and then I'm gonna like we'll go look and see if you have it on your PC game, your gaming PC on Steam or something. They might have it. Yeah, it's not on the Xbox original. It only came out for the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. But that was a really long time ago. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, because the third and fourth one took place in the 1970s. But those were the last two games that they made. And then they stopped. And then they, at the end, later on, they started doing remakes and reboots. They didn't continue with the franchise series. They didn't make 5 and 6 or 7 and 8. They just stopped at number 4. I think my favorite one, I think was the, I think the first and second one were my favorite. No, actually, the, well, yeah, actually, I don't think I have a favorite. I think I liked them all. I liked all of them. I didn't. I don't think that one was better than the other. I think that they were all pretty good in their own way. Even though that they were all really, really hard to pass, and they were all really difficult, and like a lot of the missions were impossible to pass, and all the side missions were impossible to pass, and a lot of the AI NPCs were really like hard to get rid of because they just kept coming and coming and coming and coming after you, wave after wave after wave. Like I struggled a lot when I was younger, but later on I started getting better and better and better. But when I had it on Xbox original and PlayStation 2, and there were those cheat codes that would help you through the game to get upgrades and everything for free. I could not input any of the cheat codes in the game, and it was made it really hard, and I couldn't do it. I printed all the cheat codes on the paper on the printer, and I took it home and I tried to do it, but I couldn't do it. But all the other people could were able to do it, and they posted videos of them doing it on YouTube and everything. But there was just that certain way to do it, but I couldn't do it. So yeah, that game was also a real challenging game. It was very challenging. There were just so many obstacles. But I don't play those games anymore very much. I'm only looking forward to playing the newer ones that came out recently, lately. I'm kind of past the old stuff. I'm just moving on to the new stuff. That's cool. I'll try to play that game sometime with you and your laptop or PC or Xbox or whatever it is. Sometime when I can get a chance to come over, then we'll play together because I'm a big fan of a lot of Vietnam War games because it's so cool. Vietnam was the stuff, man. Even though we lost the war. That's cool. All right, that's good. Thanks for the heads up. I'll be looking forward to doing it. Good. All right. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be done in a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna go to bed too. Also, I gotta help my mom and dad with stuff too. I gotta go to the grocery store. I forgot to buy oranges. My dad likes those navel oranges with a lot of juice. All right, good night. Good night. See you later. See you next time. Have a nice day. chat with you later. This late. It's 10:36. Tomorrow I'm gonna be going to the grocery store with my dad or mom or whatever and buy some more stuff. And then tomorrow I'm gonna be also working on a drawing that I've been doing for the last few days that I'm gonna enter into the county fair, the art contest thing. It's not completed yet, but I'm getting there. I just did all the outlining first, but then I'm gonna color it in later. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a bunch of stuff. Tomorrow for sure I'm going to be doing lots of stuff. You want to see? Let me show you what I got done so far. I used rulers and the pencil and stuff. This was the original like Del Taco restaurant in Watsonville before it got taken down and turned into an El Pollo Loco. This was how it used to look back in the day. Yep. I'm going to enter it in the county fair in September. All I got to do is just color it in and boom, that's it. This is what the front of the restaurant looked like before. It's really neat. Yeah, man. I'm trying to maybe give hope to people that we're gonna once again have a brand new Del Taco restaurant sometime in the current future. I'm gonna try to get everybody's vote and try to do a little fundraiser thing or get everybody together to plan it out to do to have find out some way to bring back Del Taco back to Watsonville after all this time of it being gone. Because everybody loved their Del Taco. And people here in Watsonville, we don't play around. It's like you take something away from us that we love so much, and they better bring it back. Yeah. Yeah, and I hope that one day they do bring back a Del Taco restaurant. I remember this one time back in 2010 when I was like 17 or 18. I got a Del Taco t-shirt, but that was in like Pasadena or something, LA. When we lived in Los Angeles, we lived in Alhambra, and then we went to the Del Taco in Pasadena, and they gave me a shirt. But it's long gone now. It was so many years ago. Back in 2010. Next thing you know, it was gone. Hopefully they'll give me a new one. I want Del Taco to be back so bad. Because I'm sick of Taco Bell, and I'm sick of McDonald's, and I'm sick of Burger King, and Jack in the Box, and Wendy's, and all them. I want a Del Taco. That's it. Period. Del Taco was great. There were so many places where they could have reestablished a Del Taco. Yeah, I like the crinkle fries. They were the best. The crinkle fries and the chili cheese fries and the nachos. They were the best. I want, man, if only they could just bring it back. At least put it in a different spot where it used where there's room to put it. What would be the perfect spot to put a new Del Taco restaurant with a big parking lot? Man, but here in Watsonville, it's just all farmland. Here in Watsonville, it's just all farmland. There's just no space to put anything here. The mall, maybe. But for the mall, you got to go inside the mall just to get the food and take it out. But the only mall I know here is the Capitola Mall. But the Capitola Mall is so small, it's not good enough. It has to be like in an open area outside in the public, like near people's like houses and neighborhoods. Someplace closer to the neighborhoods for people where they can all get at it. Someplace where everybody can park their car and go to the drive-through and go do this and that. Go in and come out. I would ditch In-N-Out Burger to go to Del Taco any day. Yeah, Wiener Schnitzel or Del Taco. I kind of like Wiener Schnitzel a little bit better than McDonald's. There used to be a Wiener Schnitzel here in Watsonville. It was like an indoor one. It was kind of big, but then after a while they tore it out and they made it into something else. But that was like back in 2002, 2003. And then that's when they built the Long John Silver's restaurant. And then they tore that out. Foster's Freeze is still here though. And I can't believe that Dairy Queen is still in Capitola. And they don't even give you free refills anymore. And you know what? They need to tear that restaurant down and make something else. Because that Dairy Queen sucks. We still have the Wendy's, but they just remodeled it. Yes, and there's not very many of them around. There's not very many Dairy Queens. There's not very many Wiener Schnitzels. There's not very many Wendy's or Foster's Freeze or A&W. Nothing. Or Arby's. Arby's is like the bottom of the food chain. There's hardly any locations whatsoever. And I don't care very much about Starbucks. I can care less about Starbucks. Do you mean that thing where you pull the lever and then all the root beer comes out of it? Are you talking about that? That root beer thing machine, like a barrel, you know? Yeah, it was pretty good. A&W is the real root beer. A&W is the real root beer, and it's good for root beer floats too. I remember that thing. They took it out, and also the jukebox that they used to have. It used to work, but it doesn't work anymore. But they still keep it there for display. But you know what? They should just take that thing out too, because it's useless and it's just getting in the way. They don't need a jukebox there anymore since they changed everything up. And Debbie and Dorothy work there, and they're kind of rude. You know, like the one lady with no teeth. That's Dorothy, and Debbie is kind of like the really weird, mean, awkward one. The one, like, I guess, who isn't very nice, social very much. She kind of is nice, but I don't know. Yeah, Dorothy's the old lady one. Yeah, she's the thin old one with no teeth. But she's very nice to us, though. Yeah, she creeps me out, though. And Debbie is just, oh my god. We call her Dirty Debbie. Dirty Debbie. We rarely see her, though. They have different day schedules, working schedules. My god. That's how it is in Capitola. Dude, maybe one of these days when I come over, we can go to the Las Palmas. We can go to Las Palmas. Yeah, I know, man. Gosh. Lizzie just texted me right now to stop and to cut it out. Lizzie just like texted me right now and she yelled at me to stop talking about it. Yeah, let's go to Las Palmas. I miss eating at Las Palmas, but you know what? Let's eat it there too. Let's go to Las Palmas sometime soon. Let's all hang out there and eat, and then maybe we can go on the wharf a little bit. I want to get some tacos, and I want to eat it there. Let's get some tacos and chips and whatever they have, sodas. Yeah, I like their salsas too. And I want to go to the wharf and hang out at the wharf a little bit, walk around, maybe get some fish and chips and some bread and clam chowder. Oh, the new one, dude. There's this one called Vertigo 360, and my mom rode it a few days ago, like a week ago. It was rough. Like that thing will just make you pass out. That thing was rough. My mom could not take it, and she just felt so nauseous after a while the ride that she went to the bathroom and started heaving, and I had to wait for her for like 25 minutes. She was in the bathroom, and because that ride took a lot out of her. It was just a wipeout. Like you go literally all the way over the top, like 3 or 4 times. It's worse than Fireball. I'll ride it with you one of these days, maybe when we go back. I could take it. I kind of enjoyed it. I took it. Maybe sometime when we go back to the boardwalk and we, get our wristbands and everything, we can ride the ride. The big gnarly one. Which one is that one? The big one. Which one is that? Is that the? You mean the Giant Dipper or the Undertow? Yeah, Fireball. Is pretty good, but you don't go all the way around. You just go from one side to another, like side to side. You just sort of yeah, yeah, yeah. But the Vertigo 361, you go all the way around for over the top. Yeah, it is. It is, and it's also very scary too. It's scarier than it looks. I mean, it looks scary, but it's very fun. Once you get used to it, it gets fun. And they lock you in the seats so that you don't fall out. But there have also been other cases of that same ride that's been having a lot of problems in other amusement parks, like the one in New Jersey. The one in New Jersey, like everybody got stuck on that ride and they were just hanging from way up on the top. Like it just stopped like on the top, like when it went up, and everybody was just hanging upside down, like completely upside down, and they were panicking, and they got it all on video, and it's all over TikTok. Yeah, even though if you're scared of heights, okay, but let's just hope that there will not be any ride malfunctions on that ride because that's it. And it's really hard to fix it and get it back and running again. I mean, dude, yeah, because I hate it when rides start breaking down and malfunctioning, and then people get stuck, and then the person has to come and rescue you with the control panel. Yeah, so, yeah, totally. And me 100 hot dogs as well, too, and a pretzel. By the way, I want to get some of those cinnamon pretzels and dip it in that hot butter or whatever it comes with. I want to try the new snacks that they have there. They also have pretzels and hot corn dogs and deep fried Twinkies and kettle corn. I want to get the kettle corn. And I want to get like all kinds of other stuff that they have. Yeah, it is expensive. Everything in there is expensive. I waste a big chunk of money on my card because they only take card, debit card, or ATM or credit card. Nobody, they don't use accept cash anymore. One time I tried to buy a thing of kettle corn with cash, and they said no, it has to be card only, and that sucks. I don't know, man. The card is the only thing that they'll ever accept. It's the only tool that thing that we I have left. My card is the only thing that works for them. But man, I've been craving for that kettle corn for a while. And a pretzel. The government's trying to regulate my kettle corn intake. Dude, the food and the rides and the games are the only things that I care about at the boardwalk. And the beach, the ocean, the wharf. Except I don't like the ticket booths and I don't like having to pay for parking. And I like also the drinks, the alcohol drinks, the Golden State cider. But what I don't like are the scary animatronics in the Neptune's Kingdom. Yeah, and it still is. And you don't even get tickets for playing. You just play for fun. You don't earn tickets. And you have to load up your card, your play card with cash to recharge the card more through cash. And the prize center, all the prizes suck. All the little prizes that you get at the prize center are not even worth it. Even though they're worth a lot of tickets, they suck. You never get a high score. All the games are rigged. you only earn the little bit of tickets every time when the game ends. You only get like 10 tickets, 15 tickets, 20 tickets, 25 tickets, 5, 6 tickets, one ticket. It's not worth it. And the games cheat. Yeah, I looked at all the keychains and they suck. All the keychains suck. And you know, you can get better keychains at the gift shops. The real gift shops. The real gift shops. Yes, the ones at the end of the wharf. We're gonna get our just our stuff, our souvenirs there, and we're not gonna worry about the price center. We're just gonna just go to the casino arcade, play the games just for fun, and then we're gonna go to the gift shops and buy whatever we want there. Okay? And then we're gonna ride the rides, and then we're gonna eat the food and whatever. And then we're gonna go to the wharf and hang out, and that's it. And then we're gonna go to Las Palmas and eat tacos and chips and whatever, beer, whatever. Well, not you though, but just me. Soda. I don't know. Whatever. And we're gonna have fun. Yes, me and Lizzie can drink, but I don't want to drink too much because I don't want to go crazy. I want to be able to control myself because drinking makes me lose control of myself. Alcohol's trouble. I'm not really worried about the drinks as much as I am of the food. I just want the food mostly. The drinking, whatever. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we're gonna all get kicked out of the boardwalk, pretty much. I know we are, but I hope not. As long as we follow the rules and we're respectful, nothing's gonna happen. And it sucks that that's the only place that has Santa Cruz that has an amusement park. That's the only fun place in Santa Cruz is the boardwalk. And there is that Santa Cruz County Fair thing with the rides that they bring out there. That you got to pay money to ride a ride. But you know, there's that new attraction in Monterey that we haven't been to yet. It's pretty good. The money, I don't know. The money, I guess at the county fair, the Santa Cruz County Fair that's coming, um, I think you have to pay to ride the rides at the county fair. I think you have to pay money to ride the ride at the county fair, I think, in Watsonville, because the county fair is coming and I have to enter my drawing, my art picture there. Oh, that guy. Yeah, yeah. Me and mom, we ran into that guy. We just ran into him. He was there wandering around in the casino arcade when we went back inside the arcade from the entrance area. And he was just walking around with his money suit and his hundreds of dollar bills, his $100 bills in both hands that he was holding, like 5 or 6 stacks in each hand. And he let me hold 1 or 2 stacks in one hand while mom was taking pictures of us and a video of us, like a TikTok video. Yeah, man, he was there, and my mom asked him if he was on TikTok, and he said yes, and he goes by the name Alexander something. I mean, that was real money. I think it was real money, and I think what that guy does sometimes is that he goes to the sand, the beach sand, and he buries the money, and he tells everybody to go and search for it the next day. And then if they find the money, then they get to keep the money. Because that guy is loaded. I think he comes from like Las Vegas or something, like the real casinos where they make a lot of money. I think he deals with them, and I think he does stuff. He's like part of some type of like a mafia or something or whatever it is. He's a part of some association where he gets just money for the heck of it without even having to work hard for it. He's like a celebrity, and celebrities, the money just poofs. It just appears. They just get it for free. He's probably associated with some bank or a group, whatever it is, a business that you get money just for being a celebrity. Like fresh, brand new money bills from the printer, from the machine. And the guy looks like he's been doing it for a while too. He's a professional. He's like a money Jesus. But you know, money is the root of all evil. Yeah, because it's basically all about greed. Money, greed. It's basically like one of the seven deadly sins. Money equals greed. But just as long as he shares it with everybody, then it's okay. I mean, for rich people, money doesn't really matter to them because they're so used to it. It's like just paper to them. But for a poor person, like for most like people who are poor and don't have any money at all, it's like the best thing ever. It's like the whole world to them, money, because I hardly ever get enough money like that ever given to me. I mean, we are in desperation need of money. Like, I would do anything to get money like that. I would do anything. Yeah, pretty much. I would do anything to get access to all that money, like what that guy has. I'd be so grateful. I'd be so thankful. I'd be so happy. Like, dude, like, thank goodness, man. Thank you, God, for the money. That's what I do. And then I would buy everybody groceries. I would buy everybody food and whatever. I would just make just would just shower the whole place with stuff, gifts and gifts and gifts. I would buy gifts. I would buy cool stuff. I would buy cool stuff, man. Dude, if they had a hometown buffet here again, like the one in Salinas, man, I would just love to go there. I wish there was a hometown buffet, a soup plantation, a Del Taco, an In-N-Out burger, and a Wiener Schnitzel, and a Long John Silver's here in Arby's, here in Watsonville, Salinas, and Santa Cruz, and Scotts Valley. Yeah, you missed a really good buffet. You missed a really good one. It was so popular back in the 90s and 2000s and early 2010s. It was the best. Before 2020 came around, it was great. Yeah, they are, but man, yeah, they are closed down. The Soup Plantation was also like the second bestest, most popular buffet chain franchise. It was like a vegan buffet, but it was good. Everybody loved it. The only problem I didn't like about it was the restrooms. You only had two toilet stools, two toilets, one urinal, two or three sinks, and that was it. Okay, it's bedtime now. Thank you for being with me on my live stream. I'll see you next time. Take care. Good night. Bye bye. All right. Bye. Thank you all for stopping by. See y'all later. Bye.